If this first set is dead even.
Unbelievable combination.
Wow.
Beautifully done.
What a great spot.
Hello and welcome to the 2025-26 APTA Tour. We're live from the Woodstock Club in Indianapolis, Indiana, bringing you the 2026 Indy Open, with live streaming brought to you by the APTA membership and our tour presenting sponsor, Corient. Tournament support has also been provided by the following local tournament sponsors. Presenting sponsors, Matt King Realty Group, top 1% of all Indiana realtors. The Woodstock Degenerates. If you know, you know. Gold sponsors, High Alpha, Burge and Held, Cooper Enterprises, Dismore Law, Taft Law, Bullet Whiskey. And our silver sponsors, 811 Group, Commissioner Jeff Mounier, Godfather of Indianapolis Paddle. I'm Denise Murphy, along with Guy Moore, bringing you this men's round of 16 between Ryan Baxter and Brian Hagman, and Andrew Ong and Mike Wagner. Guy, welcome to the booth.
Denise, good morning. Great morning in Indianapolis. We can see our players here. Top left of our screen, Ryan Baxter, Director of Rackets at the Big Spring Country Club in Louisville, Kentucky. His partner, Brian Hagman, in the all black over there to the top right. He's here at the Woodstock Club in Indy. To the bottom left of our screen, we have Mike Wagner out of Pittsburgh in the black with the blue hat on, and his partner Andrew Ong from your hometown, Denise, Chicago.
You got it. You got it. Guy, what do you think what we got in store for us today in this match?
There's a lot of experience on the court. I mean, Wagner's been at it a long time. Ong is one of those guys who loves to play long matches. He's known for that, so simply does not beat himself. Ryan Baxter has been a top player in the country for years and years and years, and Hagman knows what he's up to. So I think it's going to be a good old-fashioned paddle match, to be honest with you. Wagner, we'll see him playing probably the deuce side for sure. He's got a huge backhand in the middle, Denise. He's got both sides, but his backhand is a huge weapon. He likes to play fast, even between points. Not a lot of time taken. Ong has unbelievable hands on that backhand side. When I say hands, he drives the ball very well off the backside, almost like a squash shot. Crafty, very fast. And Baxter and Hagman, both great hands at the net and just smart players. So going to be a good match.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see. But as the scoring, and many of you know, they changed the scoring on the men's side this year, which 2 out of 3 sets with no ad scoring. So to your point, Guy, about lengthening out and, playing long points, and we're going to have an old-fashioned paddle match, the new scoring system kind of shortens that a bit from what the men were used to in the past. But really excited to see what happens out here today. It looks like Andrew Ong is going to be taking us out serving.
Yep. Well, another thing about this draw and in tournaments too, Denise, I mean, we're here in Indy. I mean, we're about a month away from the Nationals. So, you really got Indy, and then you got Short Hills in a couple weeks, and then you got the Grand Prix out in, well, both of those, Short Hills and Cincinnati, are Grand Prix, and then the Nationals. So I'll talk a little bit more about the draw in a moment, but here we go. And you'll see Wagner, Denise, he hits a lot of rollers. And he can hit backhand rollers as well.
I mean, but to your point, Guy, right away, this is a very traditional paddle.
Right.
Start. Just, slow, kind of feeling each other out here a bit, not rushing any pressure situations, just kind of identifying what each other's choices are and the shots that they're choosing.
Yeah, neither one of these teams are going to spin the ball and cut. I mean, they are with what you saw from Ong there, but And I do like Wagner and Ong in that setup where Ong's hitting more of the overheads.
Wow, that was a phenomenal get by Ong. But, I mean, Baxter was right up there. They both took the net.
And that's what I mean about the volleys. I mean, just great hands and great volleys. I mean, Baxter will be on top of the net, and he stays low and he's quiet. See if Ong and Wagner will switch again here. They get set up. And that's one you got to be careful of with Wagner. He's got a tremendous screen drive. See a light snow
Good
coming
cut
down.
off. I love that cut off by Baxter.
And, you know, even though the score's 30-love first game, I mean, you kind of feel with the points that these guys have already played that, with the exception, I mean, they're all in the match already.
Yeah. I mean, you could see some of the patterns developing, right? I mean, Baxter is just stepping up and hunting and looking to cut off any of those softer side wires that Ong is hitting. He also comes flying in the middle and follows it up with a blitz. So,
Denise, you see Wagner slide right there?
slide right, guy.
He's off the court.
He is off the court.
Look at
Giving
it.
Ong just full visual of where he might want to hit. There's nothing worse than hitting an overhead and not being able to place the ball where you want because your partner's physically blocking it, and B, worrying about just popping them in the back of the head. That's just a great take. Baxter just changed direction on that drive. Caught Wagner a little off.
He held it, and you know what the key to that drive was, Denise? The height. It was not where Wagner wanted the volley. It was up on his shoulder blade, and that was by design by Baxter. Baxter's got a very efficient forehand, wouldn't you say, Denise?
Yeah, it's super compact. But what I love most about it is, for the most part, most of the time he's hit it, he's just moving through it. It's a pressure drive, not just a regular drive in the green.
Yeah, so let's look at this draw a little bit. Let's talk about some of the big teams. You got McNerney and Morgan, national champions in this draw, our #1 seed. You got Frazier Rams, haven't seen them together all year. Tyler Frazier and Philippe Rams, great team. You got Tom Murphy and Schneider. And then you got Nunez and Powers. I mean, so that's what I mean leading up to the Nationals. You know, these teams, everyone's jockeying for those final spots. And everybody wants to be, well, they want to be the #1 seed at the Nationals. They're probably not going to be over Regalado Salazar since those guys really have only lost one match all year. But you don't want to be in the same side of the draw as them, right? So that's why you speak.
No. Yeah, you fight for your points so that you're placed a little, maybe more in a positive light. All right.
Positive light mean another side of the draw from Regalado Salazar.
Yeah. Exactly.
I just wanted to be clear.
You just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
I didn't want to like straight up say it, but now that you said it, yes.
I think we're crystal. Denise, you know, like we said from the beginning, just very traditional. I mean, look at the stagger. I mean, it's great lob.
A great lob.
Yep.
Just off of Hagman's left shoulder. Really smart. Great spot.
Yeah, and Hagman and Baxter defend very well. They just do. Denise, I have my first question of the day for you.
Oh, that's a great dropper by Ong. He was like inches from the net. All right, Guy. I hope I have the first answer of the day.
Well, I just want us to ask Hagman how he plays. Wow. I mean, he looks good in those glasses, but how he plays in those glasses when the snow's falling.
I know. You know what? It's interesting you said that, because right when the snow started falling lightly and he turned his head, I'm like, oh, those stick on those glasses. It could make for a difficult visual. A lot of cleaning, a lot of wiping off.
Yeah,
He has some
he's
little
good.
windshield wipers on those.
He's good at it, though.
All right, we got Baxter serving.
And that's
I
the
like the
look that
spot.
they want. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the look they want. Wagner will do that all day long. Baxter's one of the minority that still use that sidearm underhand stir, but very comfortable with it. I think this is a really good temperature to use it in too. I mean, it's cold, the ball's heavy, ball stays low.
It's a great little roller to the neck. Tough ball for Wagner to get back. All right, so here we go. Baxter serving Ong. No ad point. First no ad point of the match.
That's that backhand I was talking about
Yep.
from Long. Yep. That's
Yeah. Wagner wants that volley back.
yep.
All right, Wagner serving. Hagman just returned.
Yeah, interesting draw here too. They had that play in, right, Denise, into the main draw on Friday. So kind of a different format, but
I like it.
I do too.
Gets more people involved. It's almost like a wild card for,
Yeah,
professional. It's cool.
it just shows a participation in the paddle community in Indy.
Absolutely. It sounds, and I've heard that it's a really fun community.
Absolutely.
Love it.
And just looking at some of the results from the tour, Denise, going back to talking about the Nationals a little bit on the men's side, Regalado and Salazar won 5 tournaments this year. Just spread out across the entire season. You got Nunez and Powers.
It's just a great ball.
That actually were the only team that beat Regalado, Salazar, and Baltimore in the early part of the year. But you got a lot of great teams that, up until the quarters of the Nationals on the men's side, anything goes, and then things start to compress to the teams that you expect to be there.
Absolutely. And you better bet that there's so many teams who are trying to figure out the best strategy and how they would perhaps play them different, Regalado and Salazar differently the next time they meet them.
Absolutely.
I love these long points, really thoughtfully placed overheads, not putting crazy pressure on these drives, just looking for the right ball.
Yeah, and even though Wagner moves to the right, he never really looks at Ong, He just kind of turns a little bit, but he doesn't peek too much.
I really love how Baxter, when he pulls the trigger on that two-handed backhand, he is moving into the ball and usually blitzes on it. It's just such a great, they've taken the net almost every time because he's being really, really picky on which drives he's taking. He just knows exactly what ball he's looking for. And as a result, it usually creates an opening and then they follow it up.
Yeah, just very, very smart players.
Yeah.
This is actually a good matchup for both these teams.
That was a tough overhead by Hagman. Great gut.
There was.
They're just ripping these between Ong and Baxter with their two-handed backhands coming out of the ad side guy.
Yep.
It's a phenomenal get by Hagman. Just right at the shoelaces of Ong. Couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, 1 point for 3-love here. I wouldn't be surprised if either one of these teams were up 3-love. It's just coming down to who's making a few less mistakes, and right now Baxter and Hagman are just clean and solid. There it is.
Yeah. Again, I think Ong was a little bit too far off the net to go for that. Looked like it was more of a down-up overhead that he was trying to create there.
And when you say too, Denise, I mean, you get down 3-love pretty quickly here. I mean, it's the obvious answer, adjustment-wise. Probably just got to slow it down.
Yes. Don't. Just as I was pointing out how Baxter is being incredibly, just smart and picky, like figuring out which balls he's going to drive and not compromising on that. I feel the same is true, needs to be true for Ong and Wagner here, is just to have at the net, understand how far you are from the net, and then choose your targets. Just really high percentage, not trying to do anything fancy. Baseline, again, just make them work.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, in terms of slowing it down when you're at the net, which is really, I think, what we're talking about with Ong and Wagner, because you said it just a moment ago. Baxter and Hagman have taken the net almost every single point. So Ong and Wagner got to do a good job of getting that ball to the screens, because that's ultimately what slows it down.
Absolutely.
I think, too, as Ong and Wagner play and they start to lob a little deeper and better, they're going to get the looks they want.
Yeah. That's what's so interesting about these the temperature changes, Guy. You're constantly adjusting your game based on the temperatures. How much energy you have to give the ball, how much lift you have to give those lobs.
Let me tell you something. Last week in Boston, Denise.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I was telling somebody as I was commentating there, I'm like, you know what? This tournament could be in the middle of July and it would still be 0 degrees. It's always cold there. And it does change everything. This is where Hagman and Baxter are so good. They'll just stay here all day, pushing the ball deep. I love the speed of their lobs. Their overheads. And Wagner and Ong are playing a good long point as well, and this is what they need.
That's a great look and good take by Wagner.
Yeah, I would think Baxter will be careful with that.
Just that overhead was so low and so deep, Guy. It just harder to react to and have get a plan, and then all of a sudden you let it go the screen. It's just not coming out.
Well, too, Denise, what we've seen this year, and we're seeing it on both the women's and men's side, players are intentionally speeding up the point and wanting to create some type of transition. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Baxter hit that hard roller. Wagner, everyone in the building knows Wagner has an unbelievable backhand and an unbelievable backhand screen drive, trying to pull him way up in the court where he could just volley behind him.
Yep.
I mean, you have a 50-ball point, and that's a tough shot. Ong loves that ball, but he's creating transitions just like that.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point, is to almost like intentionally draw the drive.
For sure.
To get positional, like, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, positional superiority, or like you just compromise the team's position momentarily, and there's a good chance that you can capitalize on that.
Yeah, and they're creating a scramble, because when you pull somebody up, now obviously it's a tactic.
Oh, there's that little one-handed little flicky flick.
That's what I mean. It's like a squash shot. I did ask Ong before, I'm like, you had to play squash, and he said no, but I'm like, that backhand is, it's really, really good, and it's a really good flick.
Yep. He just holds it so long, and then it's either the knuckles, he just flicks it out, or he's going up with a lob, and you can't tell what he's going to do until it's actually happening.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
the setup is the exact same, and that's what makes it so crafty.
And the thing about him too on that side, Denise, is he can see the ball's behind him, and he can flick it out. He does such a good job with that.
Wow. It's a great volley by Baxter.
Yeah, I feel like Ong and Wagner are playing a little bit more in their element now. They've kind of cleaned up some of the mistakes, and Ong also does a good job with that lob. It's you see that lob down the line. It's not necessarily that high, but it's creating a little confusion. And then all he's trying to do is get one of those guys, Hagman or Baxter, to hit the ball to Wagner's backhand, and Wagner's going to crush it. There's that backhand. You see that flick? Like that one right there. That's the one he likes.
Well, and he's just been, I think you mentioned it earlier, Guy. I mean, they're just lobbing better now. So, I mean, watching the feed, of Hagman and Baxter, most of the time on these lobs, they're at the service line or behind. Whereas in the first few games, they were inside that service box.
Absolutely. That was a great game by Ong and Wagner.
So good.
You haven't seen Baxter try that cutter at all, and that's just from being in a long point there, although it was a good time to hit it. I tell you what, too, in Boston last week, Denise.
Yeah.
The spin overheads. The spins were basically negated because when it's 0 degrees, the ball just doesn't compress at all. I mean.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean.
Good point, Guy.
The temperatures for spins and cutters are in that 30 to 40 degree range, not -10.
What I love too about Ong's little one-handed backhand there, Guy, is, it's drawing Hagman or Baxter into the court to go volley that. Mainly Baxter, because he's further off the net hitting overheads, and it just makes that next lob of his even better because Baxter has to, is more off balance hitting it because he's coming from closer to the net instead of a series of just straight lobs.
Yeah, Ong gets low with it. Like there, you didn't know what he was going to do.
No. So good. Hagman was ready, though.
He just pulled out a two-hander, Denise. Yeah. And I do like Wagner and Ong. Yeah, I love Wagner and Ong staying on these sides. Just to give them a different look.
Yeah. Love it.
That one he kind of rolled over the top, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing all kinds of different things with it. It's fun. It's fun to see.
I like our background music, don't you, Denise?
Yeah. Super cool. I was hearing the Revivalists earlier.
That sounds like a little Nathaniel Rateliff right there.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely like Ong in the middle here, at least for this point. It's just they're getting looks that they want.
Oh my gosh. A point like that, that's when you're like, are you kidding me?
Hagman blew that ball over.
Great point, though. Well earned. Just a bummer it.
Denise, do you like Ong in the overhead position, or do you like Wagner and Ong switching it up? Because Wagner will hit more flat overheads and more rollers. Ong obviously spins it a little bit more.
I'm honestly a fan of just mixing it up, giving them different looks so that the baseline team just doesn't get comfortable with the same type of overhead.
Yeah, and the team at the net, whoever it is, could get on a roll with one look and they stick with it. And then as the team starts to adjust, they can mix it up again. But, you know, they're clearly switching out there. I mean,
Yeah.
Ong's starting to find a little rhythm with his overhead, too. He's changing the depth and the speeds and the spin. It's one of the first backhand volleys I've seen him hit coming in. His forehand volley is great. Wagner's out the door over there.
I know, he's getting way out of the way for his partner. Smart.
Yeah.
I mean, all these points in these games have been so close. Ong and Wagner, in my opinion, that this is one of these games where I think if they could get this in their back pocket, they'd be feeling a lot different going forward the rest of the match. Such a good close by Baxter.
Yeah, he's just so balanced all the time, isn't he? When he's up in the net. He's got such a wide base, and his hands are always out in front.
That was a little crafty. That was the perfect ball. He could have just done a little chipperoo, and he didn't. Great dig.
You think the longer this point goes, that Wagner and Ong will stay that way, or they'll switch?
I think they'll switch. Wagner's just, like, he's dying to get in this point.
I know. That's what I mean. I feel like you think about the last time that Ong was in the deuce side, how many more touches that he got in the middle.
Yep.
That Wagner's getting in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, Wagner's just
Wagner's
waiting and ready.
Yeah. He is one of those guys, too. He's one of those guys that needs to be involved.
I was going to say, it's very hard to be iced out and then you get that one ball that you've been looking for. A lot of times you might pass on it because you need to get your flow back. There needs to be some rhythm. There needs to be something.
Well, that point right there was a good example. Ong hit 80 to 90% of the balls, and two balls quickly come to Wagner, and even though he's ready, it's tough. You got no momentum.
And the cold temperatures definitely add to that factor in a negative way to the player that's getting iced out, because you're literally feeling you're colder. He needs. I'd love to see Ong step up a little bit instead of fading back off that ball.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, Hagman and Baxter, just defend so well.
Yeah.
Kind of be interesting to see if the better they defend, if Ong kind of goes away from that, because hitting 5, 6, 7 of those cutters in a row is a lot of work.
That's a smart move for Wagner and Ong to get off the court. Given that Baxter was just coming in.
Absolutely. Game point here. Go up 4-1.
I mean, Baxter and Hagman are just lobbing really well.
They sure are.
Kind of limiting what Ong is able to do. I mean, when you're constantly just pushed back to the service line.
Well, you now see that Ong, like we just discussed, has kind of gone away from hitting 7, 8 cutters in a row. It's just a lot. And if it's not winning you any kind of free points, it's going to wear you out. Like Baxter will lob that ball all day long.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting thing, Guy. We've got Ong and Wagner, right? Obviously, this is an intentional placement. Ong's taking majority of the overheads. Wagner's just up there as drive stopper. But when there's one drive and 35 shots, it might be worth, to your point, just mixing up giving them different looks on the paces and spins of the overhead. Let's just see what happens. You don't know. I always say you don't know till you try.
Yeah, here we go. Our
as far as
second
switching in the backcourt, switching in at the net.
Absolutely. And it doesn't have to be all one way or another. I mean,
just
you
totally.
mix it up. Go with the flow of the match.
Just flowing, Guy. Just flowing.
Flow. All right, second no-ad game.
Yes.
Second sudden death. First one went Baxter and Hagman's way. I would also be interested to see, I mean, it could go two ways, right, Denise? You can just keep playing the kind of the more or less traditional match like we spoke about in the beginning. Or do you think you want to speed it up here? I mean, these guys will stand back there and lob all day. Look how far over Baxter
Wow.
is.
Baxter
That's
was on
Baxter.
the other side of the center hash mark before Ong hit the overhead.
Yeah, he was 3 boards to his right of the hash mark.
Wow.
You know why he could be that aggressive too? Because he's watching the person hitting the ball knowing they can't go behind him. Just knows it. That is a good look by Wagner.
That is a good look, but to your point, when when Ong's hitting 98% of the balls and you get that one,
Right.
it's tricky.
Denise, let me tell you about Corient. Corient is the official wealth sponsor of the APTA's 2025-26 season. Corient is a fee-only wealth manager who puts their clients at the center of everything they do. Learn more at Corient.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Corient's been amazing, right?
Yeah, they absolutely have, and I love their. Every time I see that commercial of the woman standing on the mountain overlooking, or the guy, whatever, I'm like, I want to be that person overlooking that beautiful lake on that mountain.
Right. Having Corient take care of everything, right?
Yeah, right.
That's the most important thing.
Exactly.
Thank you, Corient.
All right, Guy,
Corient,
if you
Corient, hold up. Corient, let's get Denise a lake, please.
yeah, right. Lake Denise.
And a raft.
All right, Guy, if you are Ong and Wagner, what are you thinking right now? You're down 1-4. The games have been really close. The points have been incredibly long. There was 2 no ads in there that did not go their way. What do you think?
I think the answer is simple. I think we got to get Mikey Wagner more involved.
Yeah.
I mean, Ong's doing a great job, but we know that teams at the net are weaker the more the ball or the more they have to move. They're just not having to move enough. And Hagman and Baxter have good enough hands that if they stand up there, I think this is a result you're going to see. I also think that Ong and Wagner, when they're at the net, should speed it up. I mean, because Hagman and Baxter are getting the looks they want. The score says it, right?
Yeah.
And I think the way they speed it up, to be honest with you, and I think Wagner should hit more overheads because he has a roller which speeds it up. He'll aim for the nick, and he's very good at it. He gets on a roll hitting nicks, Denise. I've seen him hit 7 or 8 nicks almost in a row. I mean, he gets lined up. He gets locked in. And again, whether they stay like that over and over again, I don't know, but at least put Hagman and Baxter, make them take a step back. Look at them. They're standing up. I mean, they're balanced. They are not defensive-minded at all here. They're lobbing offensively with purpose. They're comfortable. How about that?
Yes. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. They're standing way behind the baseline, just ready to just block or let these overheads go to the screen, and there's got to be something to make them uncomfortable. and to get them a little off balance because currently we're not seeing it.
That was a smart move by Hagman. Did you see him duck there?
Yeah, he just dropped, so he's not a target. Really smart.
Exactly. Yeah, he had no time to back up, and Ong had no angle. There you go.
It's a nice ball. All right, so Baxter is serving to Wagner.
Denise Murphy and God Moore. This has been a while since we've been together, right, Denise?
It's since Charity's guy.
It's too long.
Since we've called a match, I believe.
Yeah. We don't go months like that, Denise.
No, I don't like it.
No. Oh.
No.
Yeah, and this is just where Hagman and Baxter. I tell you what, that might be the first lob long I've seen missed by Hagman all match.
Yeah, I agree. Wow, it's a
He
great shot.
scrambles
But I
well.
do love that. I do love that lob right off of Hagman's left shoulder. That does create a little hesitation, which is leaving like an errant overhead, which causes, like that chaos to unfold. Ong just needs to keep finding that. Great step in by Ong on Baxter's approach drive.
Yeah, too, Denise, this tournament's been at it for a long time, and again, it's always a pretty strong tournament because it's just, like we said, close to the Nationals, and good teams play it just to try to solidify their ranking. Great presenting sponsors, the Matt King Realty Group. I guess the tallest realtor in Indiana is 6'8". He towers over competition. I mean,
it's so good. It's so good.
I mean, how do you love that guy? You might as well just buy a house from him. And his son is also a member of the Purdue basketball team. So
that's awesome.
That's really cool. Great sponsor. And then you got the Woodstock Degenerates. You said it, if you know, you know. They're a group of longtime Woodstock members, avid paddle players, and rebel rousers who enjoy libations in the fire pit as much as playing low-level paddle. I need to join that group.
I was just good. You just took my line. I want to be a Woodstock degenerate. Can we get honorary sweatshirts made and go hang out with them, guy?
You know what? I think that is 100% what needs to happen. So you guys can send us text on the side. We're all in.
We are all in. That would be a blast.
But thank you to those presenting sponsors. Awesome job.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't run tournaments like this without so much support. All right, so we got ad for Ong Wagner here.
Yeah, they not only need this game, Denise, but they need this point. They don't want to get into another no-ad point.
Yeah.
I mean, that could start to weigh on you. Use 3 out of 3, and
yeah, I was gonna say mentally, it would almost, I feel like, be a bigger blow than just actually looking at the physical score.
And here we are. We see what's happened quite a bit. It's just they've completely frozen Wagner out here. And we'll see if they move the ball over to him in a couple quick.
Okay, good.
Yep. But it's hard for him to do anything with that. He's just neutral. And that's right. See, and he's going to press.
Yeah, but he typically doesn't miss those. It's cold, I get it, but it's because he just is not warmed up. He doesn't have his rhythm out there. So it's really hard to.
There it is. There we go, Mikey Wagner. That's the ball.
Nice,
you know what?
Adjustment.
He stepped in on that. He did not wait on it.
He did.
And he didn't
pressure.
pop it.
Yep.
I mean, and that's in a nutshell. When you ask me what needs to change, that needs to change. Wagner's got to get more looks like that. However it happens, if they switch in the backcourt, whatever they need to do. he's got to get more looks at that shot. But, good job. I mean, they had lost the previous no-ad games, and hopefully that's a little momentum shift for those guys.
Yeah, that was a big game.
You know what?
They always talk about like the always critical 7th game, but I'm sorry, but between being down 5-1 to 4-2,
well,
it just like keeps that fire going inside of you, and the belief you're not have to climb up a massive mountain here. You're right there.
How about this too? The creation of no-ad scoring has changed what the 7th game means, because you're right. I mean, you lose that game and it's another no-ad game. The 7th game doesn't mean anything anymore because it's 5-1. It's just now the 7th game means a lot more because they won that. But I was just going to say, Denise, Wagner, what confidence he has, and he always had throughout his playing days, his career. He just dumped a backhand in the net on an ad point or a game point, and then he went right back to it the very 3 balls later, right?
Love it. Yes. The belief that he has it. He's just like, I need to. The last thing you want to do is start. You miss a couple, and before you know it, that shot just goes in the closet for the rest of the match. It's like, no, to have the belief and the confidence and that is your shot, and he has that.
Well, and that's what I was saying too about and it's neither good or bad. People have different tempos they like to play, but that suits him. He got 2 touches whether he missed or not in the last 5 balls of that game, and that's what needs to happen. And Denise, you would say, kind of the obvious, but Baxter's forehand is the ball that Hagman and him are looking to set up, and it's been on.
Yeah.
Look where he roams around. He's just hanging out in the middle of the court.
I was going to say, he roams very far from home, just actively trolling for a ball.
Yeah, he's a hunting dog. He's not a porch dog, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
That's a pretty good one. I haven't used that one.
I haven't heard that one before, but I just picture like an old hound sitting on the porch.
No, he's a
or like
dog.
A Springer Spaniel, just like, where is it? Where is it? I'm going after it.
He is.
Yeah, no, he's always, his feet are moving. When he gets in that hunting mode, those shoulders are forward. He's just always looking for that forehand.
I think when someone says hunt anymore now, I'm only going to think of that. Yeah, Wagner and Ong have just solidified things a little bit here, and a couple uncharacteristic mistakes, lobs long by Baxter Hagman. And that, to be honest, now that we're all in, that'll be the difference in the match.
Brian Hagman is the director of rackets at the Woodstock Club in Indianapolis, where this host club, which is so awesome.
Done a great job.
Such a great job. And Ryan Baxter is director of rackets at Big Spring Country Club in Louisville, Kentucky.
Both great spots.
Wow, that's a phenomenal get and incredible reply by Baxter.
Yeah, Baxter and Hagman got the game, Denise, to play against absolutely anybody. And so does Ong and Wagner. They do. They're just solid. They're smart players. They have a good scheme. They know what their strengths are.
I do agree. I would love to see Wagner slot and Ong just switch positions at the net.
Yeah.
To give it a different look. I'd
And
love to see Wagner's rollers out there.
Yeah.
Big, medium, soft, just giving them just a little bit something different to process.
Well,
I mean, Ong's overheads are great, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when you just give them a different look, it can really kind of throw off
yeah, I
their
think the
tempo.
variety helps, yeah.
Because right now they're in a rhythm. Like Baxter and Hagman are, as good as their shots are from Ong, they're getting, you had mentioned it, they're getting comfortable. They figured it out. They're big point here. Is this the third one?
Fourth.
Fourth.
No ad game. Can we pull up those stats, Denise? Get them up after the draw runs here.
Yeah.
And Baxter and Hagman have won 3 out of those 4.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I also think Baxter's just getting way too many looks with his forehand. He's just controlling the court. And notice, I mean, he is just all over the place. I mean, he's not even worried about his corner. When he plays that far in the middle, the only ball that's not going to beat him is the ball in the corner. He won't let that ball get behind him. Let's see if we can pull up some stats here.
I was just going to say, it's so smart that Hagman and Baxter, knowing that the big drive's coming. I mean, Wagner just started walking up as Ong's about ready to hit the ball. And Hagman and Baxter just gave up the net very easily.
Yeah, so there you go. There's some stats right there. Hold breaks.
I mean,
longest point streak. Pretty even though, right?
yeah, I mean, with 4 no-ad games out of 7 games played so far.
Right.
I mean, they're right there. That's the thing. So that's why I wouldn't mind just changing, having them switch just maybe once at the net, just to see what they find. Or
Right.
once at the baseline. You just never know if they can extract a point here, a point there. According to how this match is going, that would be huge. That was a nice serve by
Yeah,
Hagman.
pulled him wide. Yeah.
Hold him wide, yeah.
Wagner probably wished he just lobbed that down the line. But again, I've seen Wagner get on a roll with his drives, and I mean, he just goes into a phase where he does not miss. But he's got to get touches.
Yeah. These are some quick. This is probably the quickest game we've had so far, Guy. Right here.
Another no-ad game, Denise.
Gosh, they were up. All right, no ad game for the set. If Baxter and Hagman win this, they take the first
Wow,
set.
that was an awfully close serve.
That I honestly thought it was out, but
So did I.
It was a nice, generous call.
Like, way out.
And there you have it. Wow. I mean, Guy, first set went pretty quick.
Yeah,
I mean, great points, but that last game I would have loved to seen just a little bit longer. But
Well, so was that, Denise, I know we got to go to break, but was that,
Yep.
That was 5 no-ad games?
5.
5, and, 4.
Out of 8 games, 5 of them were no ad.
Right.
So they're right there. I feel like all 4 players are playing great. It's a grind. It's just a matter of if, Og and Wagner can extract a few more points at the right time. This could be a
Absolutely.
completely different outcome.
Yep.
But anyway, we'll be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel with live streaming by Streambox Labs and match statistics provided by Court Director.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.
Welcome back to the APTA Tour. I'm Denise Murphy, here with the one, the only Guy Moore at the Woodstock Club with this men's round of 16 match between Ryan Baxter and Brian Hagman and Andrew Ong and Mike Wagner. Guy, it's exciting first set, lots of great points. We had 5 total no-ad games there that went one went Ong Wagner way, the other 4 went Baxter Hagman's way. Let's talk a little bit about what we saw here in the first set.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the biggest stat, but you know, Ong and Wagner have got to create ways for Mike Wagner to get more touches. As good as Andrew Ong is, they want to play more as a team and get Baxter and Hagman moving at the net. When Ong and Wagner are at the net, probably a good idea to have, as good as Ong's cutter overhead is. I mean, I think he's hit 2 winners in the last set, but Wagner's got a great roller. I mean, my point is that Ong and Wagner complement each other so well, and they just need to utilize that. Baxter and Hagman are going nowhere. Baxter is really, really controlling the court when he's on the baseline with his forehand. He's putting so much pressure on the middle. And Hagman is just an unbelievable role player in a very good way. I mean, he sets up Baxter very well, and when opportunities come his way, he takes advantage of them. So here we are to reintroduce our players. You have Andrew Ong to the bottom right of my screen in the blue sweatshirt. His partner, Mike Wagner, switching over to the volley position in the white hat, black pants and wet sweatshirt. Top right of my screen, Ryan Baxter in the blue, and his partner, director here at the Woodstock Club, Brian Hagman. So, anyways, that's a good look by Baxter. I mean, he hit it all first set. Actually, I'm surprised he missed that.
Well, to your point, Guy, we had mentioned up to this point, we had seen most of his forehands have been like pressure moves where he's really stepping in, taking time away. And that one, he did not break the plane of the baseline. So I think that has a lot to do with. But I mean, he's how many has he missed this match, Guy?
That's what I mean.
That might have been maybe the first, possibly second drive.
Yeah. I mean,
it's been solid play all the way around.
And you know, the other thing I was going to say to you is I felt like whatever happens this set, it's going to speed up. Even though that was kind of right between that set. It wasn't too slow, wasn't too fast. And that there again, listen, we'd still be playing that set another 45 minutes if there wasn't no ad scoring.
That's very true.
I mean, 5 no ad games.
Yeah.
That's where I say it's changed. Like the tempo has changed. I mean, think about why the APTA made the decision, and I like the decision a lot to go to no ad scoring there, server's choice, right?
Yes.
Well, to speed things up, and it did. All right, you like this setup here? I like it.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm glad they haven't switched back. At the net, they always end up switching back. I think it's worth just giving them, again, just a different look. Perhaps it makes them recalibrate their targets. What's safe, what's not safe. Too,
Denise, it's easy to have a set like that and go, hey, there were 5 no-ad games there. All we got to do is win those points, and the set's a different story. But I think you look at it and go, hey, maybe we wouldn't have gotten to five no-ad games if we had done this or that, you know?
That's true. That was an incredible dig by Ong. He was basically almost laid out on the court back there, getting that screen back.
Ong just hit a 360 today. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously very athletic. Played tennis at Duquesne University. I know Wagner played college tennis as well. I'm sure all 4 of these guys did.
By the way, you know how lucky we are that Ong has his hair in that bun? Because if his hair was down and he did a 360, it would be like a tornado. It would.
Oh, Guy. There would definitely be a visual impairment for sure.
Yeah.
That's a great, I love that little lob there.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a scheme and from positioning, backcourt positioning, I like it. I mean, it's already giving Wagner more touches.
Yeah, I'd love to see him get more balls to just get a groove. I think it's just very hard to all of a sudden, here's your one. Make the best of it.
Yeah. I think, too, what's going to happen is they could take a page out of Hagman and Baxter's book and let Mike Wagner put more pressure on the middle and let him look for his forehand there.
Yeah.
Because, again, you know, this switching up is a great move by them, but it's got to accomplish what the move is intended to do. See, here's the thing about Ong, Denise. He's got great offense, but he needs Wagner to create it for him and vice versa.
Yeah.
Right there. I mean, that's off a screen, right? Created by a harder ball.
Yeah, I mean, they are just, Baxter and Hagman are, for the most part, obviously targeting Ong. Every once in a while, they dump one over to Wagner. There you go. Whoa, 3 balls in a row, Guy. That's good.
Yeah, you know, and they're doing a good job of keeping him honest.
Yep. Right, so he doesn't troll too far away from his outside corner where he's at presently.
Yeah, like Baxter would be like way farther over to the right there, right?
Yeah.
So who does this speed favor? I mean, this might be one of our longest points, right?
Yeah, I mean, I really think Ong and Wagner like this pace. Well, both players really do, but the difference is when at the baseline, Baxter is just actively looking. There you go, that forehand. I mean, he's just always on the hunt for that.
Yep.
Where, to your point, I mean, Ong and Wagner look incredibly comfortable here at the baseline.
Yeah, they just.
But I'm not sure what the hunt. Oh, darn it. That was a great point. Nice long patience.
They
displayed
just
by all
got
4 men.
Yeah, they just got to decide. Hey, are we going to play that? Here's another one. Our six no-ad game.
Yes.
Look how far Baxter is there. And see what he creates. Smart spot. I tell you what, Baxter comes up with the goods when he has to, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean that pressure forehand of his actively moving into the court, pushing them back. I mean, it's just a big ball, and the threat he is just always hunting for that. And I think that's the difference. I'm not sure. I would love somehow, some way, Guy, for Wagner with his big backhand to somehow get that shot in this match. 'Cause so far, it's been you can count on one hand how many times he's hit it.
Well, I tell you what, couple things. One, I actually think from a net scheme perspective, whoever's hitting the overhead's probably more Ong because he doesn't hit the roller like Wagner. But
Right.
they actually need to play Baxter. They need to play him, and when they're in trouble, push the ball over to Hagman. Not taking one thing away from Hagman, but it's clear that Baxter's forehand is the damage.
Yeah.
So if you keep Baxter in his corner by playing more balls into the side back, he doesn't have the middle anymore. And then if you're going to go, move that ball over to Hagman's backhand. But you can't keep living like this. And then,
There you go.
yeah. Yeah, that's better.
Okay, all of a sudden, Ong and Wagner are doing different things. Ong just pulled the trigger on a number of two-handed backhands for starters from the deuce side, which we haven't really seen that. We just have seen the very, that one-handed chip, which is a devastating shot, but it's the same one. And now, I love those overheads from Wagner, but they switched back already. But really good stuff. I do agree playing Baxter might be the ticket because a lot of times through strength you can find weakness. So keeping him at home and he's not able to move on that middle ball, suppose the ball is coming towards him, perhaps that's not the one he likes.
It might be the first serve I've seen Baxter hit overhand, which is fine. Yeah, no, I mean, he's hurting them when they're most in trouble. How about that, Denise? In the middle of the court. So if you keep him in his corner,
yep.
Let Hagman's backhand hurt you in the middle.
Totally agree.
So you gonna serve underhand or overhand? Underhand.
Oh, underhand. Baxter just served. Ong just returned. I like what Ong just, I was going to say, how does Ong get that ball over to Wagner? I think you do have to chip more balls down the line and then Baxter volley cross court. Yep.
You keep lobbing, those guys are just good enough to keep hitting the ball exactly where they are. And the problem too, when it's at this pace and Wagner comes over to the middle, they're just going to volley behind him. So, at the end of the day, Denise, Baxter and Hagman are playing a very smart match.
They're playing incredibly consistently and really smart. I totally agree. I mean, they're just kind of backboards at the baseline, making really good decisions, knowing exactly what balls to pull the trigger on. I mean, Hagman's been his number one role is just giving Baxter looks, and he's giving him a ton of looks by moving not only the depth of his lob, by moving his lobs around.
Yeah, I mean, do you see how far Baxter just came over there 4 balls ago? I mean,
yeah.
And not only that, Hagman's on the same page with me. He moves out of the way. He just slides right out of the way. There's no confusion.
How about that cutter Ong just hit?
Number 3. Great shot.
It's pretty sweet.
That's
there you
the ball,
go.
Wagner. Yes. I just think Wagner and Ong got to speed it up. They can't let these guys control the tempo like they do. Wow. I thought it was out too.
Yeah. I did too. But it's tricky when one is playing it, one calls it out. So I'm not sure what they decided on, but oh, there you go. All right. That's nice.
Bernadette? What?
I'm assuming I think Ong and Wagner got that point. I think they gave it to him.
Yeah.
Which is good, really good sportsmanship. And if one player did see it in, you got to give the nod. Just, Hagman got caught up a little bit further off the net. And again, to your point, Guy, the speeding it up. I like that Wagner's pulling a trigger on more of these shots. And a result, again, pulling him into the net, catching them a little bit further off because they're used to them lobbing most of the time.
Yeah, and what would a quick game going their way, Ong and Wagner, would help change the momentum. That's a great get if it comes over.
He almost got that.
He sure did.
I mean, he doesn't. What I love about Ong, he doesn't even hesitate. Like, he just turns and runs as fast as he can.
Yeah.
And if ball ends up being out, amazing. If it's in, he's there, and majority of the time he's getting that ball back.
Well, they have incorporated this switch, so whether it works or not, I'm glad they did it.
Totally. I couldn't agree with you more.
See if they play Ryan Baxter here a little bit more. And obviously by swinging the ball like they are, between Hagman and Baxter, speeds the point up, but I think that's what they need.
Agree. Yeah, they need to get, especially Wagner. I think it plays in. He's getting more looks. He's more involved in the point, and I think that's only going to help their partnership.
And now Ong's getting heated up. Yep.
He is. But again, you can't do that. He didn't have those looks in the first set because there weren't typically any short lobs, and they were lobbing so darn well.
I think that's the tempo they need, Ong and Wagner. I mean, they played Baxter and Hagman's pace, for certainly the first set and the first couple games of the second set, but I like that speed. I like that tempo.
All right, Guy, 2025-26 APTA Tour. Can you even believe there are only 3 more tournaments after this? We've got Short Hills next weekend, February 7th and 8th in Short Hills, New Jersey. Then it goes to the Grand Prix. That's a Grand Prix. And then the next Grand Prix is at Midwesterns in Cincinnati, Ohio, February 21st and 22nd. And then the season culminates with APTA Nationals in Summit, New Jersey, March 6th to 8th. How did we get here so fast?
It's crazy. This half of the season has just gone by so quickly.
It always does. I feel like the start, it's like a slow build. And then the second half after New Year's, it's like we're off to the races.
Yeah. I mean, it is February. I mean, we're right there, but the biggest thing that Ong and Wagner have done here, I mean, they've switched sides. I mean, that's just huge. I mean,
yeah,
that's a very, very good adjustment.
Yeah, Wagner's getting a lot more looks.
Well, you can see his energy.
And they're both happy with that.
Yeah.
Both Ong and Wagner.
Yeah, I think win or lose, it's the pace that certainly Wagner likes to play at. Yeah.
That's a great take by Ong.
Yeah, no.
Really good anticipation needed, and he just took that right down the line. Beautiful shot.
Listen, by them switching out, Ong's getting so many better looks too, isn't he?
Yeah.
They're
both getting a lot more offensive looks, and as a result, as a team, they both just look more comfortable. Like Wagner's just like in it now. All right, that was a quick game. We've only had a few really quick games, and that is one of them. So 2-all here in the second set. Ong serving to Hagman. I feel a little momentum shift here, Guy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, great adjustment. adjustments sometimes take a little time. You don't judge too quickly. It takes a game or two, sometimes three games. And yeah, Wagner's just mud.
Wagner's been waiting for that. He's like, I haven't been standing inches for the net for nothing. It's a great shot. Incredible touch.
Much better.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much Ong and Wagner will play together here going forward. I think they are a really good team, but I think they've learned something pretty important here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wagner hangs on that net. So solid.
But it is incredible when Baxter pulls the trigger within. It's either on the first shot guy or the second where he has forced the net team off the net.
Yeah.
Like no, that's only his second one. Again, he hasn't. That one was not a pressure drive. That was more reactive strike. He was still in the green. It's literally the only balls at Baxter. Any drives at Baxter is missed.
Notice how Wagner's way out of the way like that, but he's
My gosh,
100% there when Ong needs him to volley. And notice too, Denise, Wagner really, when he's moving to his left to volley, never steps with his right foot. He steps laterally because he's so close. And he keeps his body behind the volley.
Yes. Nice pickup. Look out. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
a big ball. Baxter just.
And he's well inside the baseline hitting that.
Well, yeah. It's just a different. It's a different volley to navigate that pressure drive. First
great
is the
shot.
drive, just pulling the trigger from in the green. Wow.
Nice shot by Ong. That's that ball. He just is so good at that. Great dig by Hagman. Will Baxter get a look at his forehand, Denise?
I'm saying yes.
You're going to go with yes?
Call me crazy.
Yeah.
He usually finds a way.
But he's making good decisions when to hit it, too.
Yes. I mean, that's how this match started, and it continues to do so, where just so incredibly patient, knowing exactly what he's looking for. I mean, Baxter just knows the ball he's looking for, and for the most part is not compromising on that. So until he sees it, he's just going to continue lobbing. Wow. It's a nice little.
Wow, look at Wagner all over it. Wow.
Great digs.
I mean, I like this tempo from Wagner and Ong. But again, I mean, Baxter and Hagman right now have 2 shots to win this game.
Wow.
Because they're up 40-30. It's just another no-ad point. Oh!
Oh, he wanted that.
I do like that speed, though, for Ong and Wagner. I do.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
But
Wagner.
great. I mean, just incredible. I think it's a really, really amazing. I mean, Wagner and Ong picking it up a little bit, I think serves them well. Wagner's getting a ton more looks, especially with the positioning shift at the baseline. So that it looks different than the first set, but at the end of the day, it's not much different score-wise. They're just getting to a similar score in a different, pace, a different tempo.
Well, yeah, I think this set, Denise, in my mind, is not a tactical situation while they're down 3-2, which is basically even. It's technical. I mean, they're getting the looks. They were like that look by Wagner. I don't mind. He likes moving and hitting and driving his forehand. It's just he missed. I mean, he doesn't miss, and game's still going on, or they win the game.
Yep. All right, Baxter serving. Wagner just returned. Oh, I like the move, though. Great hands by Baxter.
Yeah, and notice he's not looking for anything other than the ball coming at him. He will not lunge. I don't think he's lunged all day for a volley, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Guy, I wanted to mention tomorrow there are 2 big registrations that are opening for the APTA. The Men and Women's Nationals open tomorrow morning, and the Master Nationals for men and women 50s, 60s, 70s are also opening tomorrow morning. And then Monday, February 2nd, Team Nationals registration opens. So it's happening, Guy. It's happening.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot of registrations.
I'm glad we're not in charge of it.
No kidding. All right, Denise. Mr. Baxter serving. Must-win game for Ong and Wagner. Denise?
I think we're getting into that territory.
Yeah.
It's just, you just want to feel like after down a set, just to keeping that score as close as possible. So it's one thing to keep telling yourself, we're right there, but then to actually look at a hard score and to separate that from the way you're playing to the actual score can become difficult if you're not disciplined in your approach to that.
Do you think Ong and Wagner, especially Wagner, changes the lob to drive ratio?
Yeah, I would love to see him just looking to troll more, because every time they did that, it just generated, I feel like, more looks.
Well, it moves
even
the
an
ball
off-base
more, right?
drive, because then you leave, even if it's coming from Ong, then they volley middle, and Wagner can just look to hit even an off-pace roller on his forehand, looking to set up the big backhand. What about you?
No, I think he's got. I think
There it is.
as a team, they need that speed.
Yeah. Wow. Good eye.
Sure was.
Special thanks to our tournament directors, Ludin Aaron and Devin Anderson here at Indy Open. Thanks for all you do, have done, and continue to do this weekend, and to all the sponsors and volunteers that put this awesome, fun tournament together. So thank you, everybody, for your effort and energy.
Yeah, it's been amazing this year on the tour. How many, just sponsors there are.
Yeah, the support is incredible.
It really is.
I'd love to see Long pull out that two-hander. He had that early in the set. He did 2 of them. They were beautiful, and it was just, there it is, and it led to that. That's what it did. Wow, look at that guy.
Bang. And
Am I like a psychic right now?
it led right to that.
Right to that. Yeah, there's something different. That ball, the two-hander that Ong hits it's got a lot of rotation on. It dips. It's definitely a harder shot to navigate on a volley, and a lot of the volley is an errant target that leads to Wagner getting involved.
Well, the other thing too is it eliminates him from just dumping balls into the screen, which Baxter and Hagman have done a great job all day with.
That was a great hit from Baxter.
Start that series of drives. Yeah, this is more the tempo they've needed.
Yep.
Baxter pulling out a backhand.
Why not?
Yeah.
See, that's a different ball for him. I don't think that's necessarily what he's looking for.
No, he's
moving back to his left side. Yep.
Yeah, he's
that's
reacting
a rare.
instead of being proactive.
Yes.
Ong is on a roll.
Wow, he's feeling it. But he's also, again, giving that down up led to a shorter lob, which allowed him to hit that slash. So he's getting a little more creative, infusing different trajectories, and as a result, it's leading to. I mean, he's had how many cutters has he hit?
That's at least 6 or 7.
I mean, we didn't. I think we saw a couple first set, but they weren't. It was more to pull Hagman up in, like it was more. They were landing at the service line before. These are just point ending.
Yeah.
Shots and. Just the execution is just perfect. So, wow! For the first time, we could say, Guy, that Ong and Wagner are up. In a set, they are up 4-3 over Baxter and Hagman.
Yeah, and even though the score's only 4-3, Ong and Wagner, it feels like a lot more than that. The momentum certainly shifted more than the score reflects.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you wonder what. You hear a lot of coaching going on over there. Yeah. Now you wonder what adjustment Hagman and Baxter make here. You know, they started to press a little bit there. Take nothing away from Baxter. His forehand's been dominant the entire match, but a couple balls that he hit off balance where he hasn't the entire match.
I just love the guy that the actual temperature is around 16, but the feels like is 4 degrees. And we've got Ong wearing a short sleeve shirt with no hat.
Yeah.
I'd be wearing like 7 layers.
Yeah. Well, it's clear to see, even though there's a great crowd here, that no one can really stand outside. I mean.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest adjustment that we both know that was made was what you see now in these guys switching sides in terms of where they're receiving, and it's just created a different look.
Yes. Yeah, Wagner is just way more involved than he was in the first set.
And, you know, Wagner has been around a long time in a great way, but he played the early part of his career with his partner, A.J. Karana, on that side. I mean, he's very familiar with that side of the court. Denise, let's see if Ong will do what you liked, and that's driving that backhand a little bit more to create kind of a series of drives to get Wagner involved.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say he's pulled the trigger on 3 or 4 two-handed backhands, made all of them. And on every single one has led to an opening for Wagner with the reply volley. Oh, that's a great, really good anticipation there. Good move by Ong.
Yeah, and Baxter and Hagman are doing a good job of playing their ace, so to speak, with that hard ball, and then just getting out of the way. If the matchup doesn't favor them, they're just going to give up the net. I mean, Ong's driving the ball from above his head from the service line. Not a good volley matchup for Baxter Hagman. They just give it up.
Yeah. I love how Ong and Wagner switched back went off sides and then went back. So they are definitely committed to this. Oh, that's so pretty.
Well, and that's where Wagner's best is when he's moving to hit the ball, not when he's static.
Yes.
Obviously a very important point for Hagman and Baxter. Trying to stop that momentum.
I mean, Hagman does such a good job over there of just sending it back.
He sure
Whether
does.
as a disguised little off-pace, little probing drive, or wow, look how far Baxter just came, guy.
I know.
But for the most part, just consistently putting up just like neutral lobs. Wow.
Wow, great change of direction by Baxter. That was a great volley by Wagner. Again, Wagner's just in the right spot up there all the time.
Yeah.
You don't ever see him lunging at the last second. He's there before the ball's hit. Smart move by Wagner to stay back there. He took the ball that was not his.
Yep.
Or if it was his, he should have just let it bounce.
Wow. It's so good. He just thinned that out at the last minute.
He just waits and waits.
Yeah.
And you know what, Denise? You play a 150 ball point like that, and then it ends like that. You're like, what did I just spend the last 5 minutes doing?
That's a two-handed.
Yep.
I want to say that's probably number 5, and I think they've won every single point where he's pulled out his two-handed backhand. I really like it.
You can see by where he's standing, he's 100% favoring his backhand. I mean, he's just bringing the barrage now.
Yeah, he is. Is he mic'd up, guy? Is he listening to us?
He might be. By the way, after he watches this match back, he'll be hitting more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, Denise, what this change in the backcourt has done for Ong and Wagner is just flat out speed things up.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot more. Both players, Ong and Wagner, are finding more offensive looks in this setup. A variety of different ones.
You ready for the question, Denise? Ready?
What, guy? Yeah.
I mean, we got a long ways to go in this match, but if Ong and Wagner win this match, do you think they're going to start off the next match on these sides, or do you think they're going to let it take a set for them to figure it out?
I think if they play again, they would start up on these sides.
That's a great answer.
I mean, why? Why? Right? I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole. You live and learn, right? Okay, we're stronger this way. Done. This is how we're starting next. And maybe it. I will say that it does vary. Given an opponent, I don't know. But against this matchup, this was a great call to switch sides at the baseline. I mean, Wagner is fully engaged here, and he's now feeling it. Ong's bringing a ton of offense off his backhand, that two-hander. So it's really, as a result, Baxter and Hagman are not just comfortably sitting off the net, expecting lob after lob.
Yeah, no, I mean, Wagner's just much more proactive here. And again, we said it. I mean, when he's moving, that's when he's most dangerous, not when he's standing in the same spot, which he was a lot in the first set.
Yeah. No, the first set, I could see he was just like, put me in, coach, put me in, coach.
Exactly.
I want to be a part of this point.
Exactly.
And now he's engaged.
I do look for Wagner to, at some point, to step in the middle and just rip one of those. And he'll probably go back down his line too, Denise, when he does it, where there's no angle to get beat from behind if he's that far in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He has his sights set on his backhand, but I would love, I mean, has he pulled the trigger on his forehand? Yes, but there's definitely some opportunities in the middle where could pull the trigger.
Like there. Yeah. I mean, when you push Baxter back that far, he's got no choice.
Yeah.
Like there, I'd love to see Wagner. I mean, great ball by Ong, but just slide way over. So if that ball's short, but
wow.
5-3 now. There it goes too. Is you got to figure out whose offense you're looking for in the middle, right?
Yeah. I mean, right now, honestly, I do like Ong's. Ong is actively trolling for that two-handed backhand, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's working.
It's a great volley.
Sure is.
What's that?
I think they're just playing a let.
Okay.
I don't know if it was very close to being out. I don't know if he wasn't ready.
Wow. Phenomenal shot. Great dig by Wagner.
Yeah, let's see if they switch here. I don't know.
I think they will once they get up a good lob. I think they're waiting for the...
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's an important point. Yeah.
That's a great drive by Wagner. Ong just came in and applied some pressure. Great close.
I also
love the
think,
1-2.
Yeah, I also think, Denise, that Ong moves better forward from this side because his backhand volley's in the middle because it's just so good. Better than him sneaking in. Yeah, Wagner's just sitting on that. Look at
Such a
all.
great ball.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, it was a phenomenal point. Just everybody's good for a total random miss hit that doesn't even come close to hitting the court.
Yeah.
I know I was always good for maybe a little bit too many in my allocation.
Yeah. And that ball hit right off the tip of his paddle.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, there's a Wagner backhand.
So good. Just targeting that left tip.
Yeah, and you know, when he's moving forward and takes your time away, he just hits such a heavy ball. I mean, needless to say, the ball's playing heavy today because of the temperature. And Wagner hits a flat ball too, Denise. It's flat.
Yeah, it's like a laser beam.
There it is, Denise.
Falling back. Holy cow. All right. We're going into a third set here, Guy. So we'll be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel with live streaming by Streambox Labs and match statistics provided by Court Direct.
A lot of founders start out with an idea, maybe in a garage, in a shared workspace, and really being a co-pilot along that whole journey from ideation to execution to maybe monetization one day is really the role we've decided to take in the marketplace. So I feel like we have really found a part of the market and offering that just really hasn't existed. It's this coaching, it's therapy, it's co-piloting on a journey that is unique.
Welcome back to the APTA Tour. I'm Denise Murphy here with the one, the only Guy Moore at the Woodstock Club in this men's round of 16 match between Ryan Baxter and Brian Hagman versus Andrew Ong and Mike Wagner. We're here for third set action. Guy, we've got a little stats here by court director up on the court.
Yeah,
just went away.
It's so the main one, and Denise, you and I spoke about this, is we said, hey, you look at from Ong and Wagner's standpoint, you look at that first set and go, hey, we're right in that set. We lost 4 out of 5 no-ad games, but then I also mentioned, hey, if you would have made some adjustments, you wouldn't have had 5 no-ad games. So in that second set, there was only Ong and Wagner adjusted. They switched sides. They sped things up, and there was only one no-ad game, and they won it. So there it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest adjustment, as we talked about the entire second set. Well, we really talked about that we wish they would switch in the first set, but having Wagner move to the ad side at the baseline has just really increased his participation in every single point. He was kind of frozen out of the points in the first set, and now Andrew's doing a fantastic job bringing his two-handed backhand, which leading to a loose volley that Wagner's just coming in and cleaning up. And Wagner's just getting a lot more offensive looks on that ad side. So, and as a result, the points are quicker. When you get more offensive looks and missed volleys, it's just naturally going to, you don't have those 50-point lob points that we were experiencing in the first set and the beginning of the second. So lots of adjustments. So Guy, I had asked you the same question after the first set. What would Ong and Wagner do? But now, if you're Baxter or Hagman, what do you think? What are you thinking? What adjustments are you looking to make for the third set?
Well, again, that was a pretty quick set, and right in the wheelhouse of Ong and Wagner. Baxter Hagman got to slow it down. I mean, they're going to dump that ball to the middle. You know, they've got to hit it deeper and let it die into that back screen and not give him options, because I think his backhand in the middle set up Wagner, especially Wagner moving to his left to hit his backhand. And at the end of the day, too, them switching in the back, Denise, made Baxter and Hagman less solid at the net. It made them move more because of the speed.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, when you're expecting a 30 lob rally in a row,
right,
and which as a result, you're pretty comfortable hanging further off the net. But if all of a sudden there's a lot of offense infused in there, and that pulls you closer to that, now you need to go back to get that lob, but you're going to end up missing more overhead targets, just bottom line, because you're not going to be balanced hitting that. All right, so it looks like Baxter's taking us out here in the third set. Andrew Ong returning, practicing a couple serves, and we're about to get this third set up and going, Guy.
Absolutely, and the winner of this match will play our number 2 seed, Guillermo Nunez and Mark Powers, who are through to the quarters. A couple other quarter results, or round of 16 results. You got Lofgren and West playing against Murphy and Schneider in the quarter, and then Fraser Rams have advanced to that top half quarter, and then you have McNerney Morgan playing Hansen and Mandel at the top of the draw.
It's a great cutoff by Baxter up there at the net.
Yeah, it's this exciting paddle too. I mean, you see the movement of the ball between, not 30, 40 balls, like you said, being dumped into one side.
Yeah. I mean, Guy, it almost looks like we're commentating on a different matchup.
Absolutely.
I mean, they are two completely different game styles here. In this faster pace, you had mentioned it early on, is serving Ong and Wagner significantly. The slower pace, Hagman was doing an incredible job of just lobbing, and Baxter was getting tons and tons of looks, but the pace has significantly increased.
I tell you what, Ong holds that back. I thought he was you just can't tell whether he's gonna lob or drive it. Like there. I mean, it's just hard to tell. And the pace continues strong at Wagner here.
I like Ong was creeping in here.
Yeah. He's staying on his side, though. He's not going to get beat down his line.
Be interesting if Hagman and Baxter switch. Typically, Baxter's on the left, Hagman's on the right. It looks like they're maintaining this positioning.
I think it's pretty clear at this point they are trying to slow it down. It's hitting those very deep push overheads. And even though I think we both agree that Ong's backhand in the middle has done some damage, they're starting to slow that down where his backhand's more predictable. They're not hitting it as hard where they don't have to guess, is it a lob or a drive. This is where I might like to see Wagner step over every now and again and look to drive one just to keep them off balance.
Yep. There, that's a good ball.
Yeah. That's the movement Ong and Wagner like.
I'm just waiting for some of those side backs. I'm holding my breath looking for the big backhand by Wagner.
I know.
But they are
Yeah,
staying a little close to the side wires.
Yeah, and it's cold. He does have it, though.
Oh. I don't doubt that for a second.
Ball just stays low. The question is, will Baxter and Hagman, are they willing to play this long of points? Because they got to be.
That's a good read by Hagman. Stepping up, blocking that ball.
Yeah, it's a tough move by Baxter.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Are you willing to really buy into playing that long of a point? That means from the baseline and the net. Especially as good as Baxter's forehand is. I mean, he'll much rather have his forehand than hitting a backhand from the service line. And someone's hitting an overhead off their front foot.
I'm glad that the snow looks very, very light. I didn't look at the snow forecast if it's supposed to come down any heavier, but just pretty seeing the little snowflakes.
Yeah, it's just a nice little atmosphere.
I know, right? You just like picture a little fire.
Yeah.
It's a great gut.
You think On gets a little look at a cutter here?
My guess is yes.
And again, with the momentum, you know, Ong and Wagner have 2 opportunities to win this game here.
Yeah.
So if they wanted, they could play a little looser than Baxter and Hagman here. In other words, go for a cutter.
Gosh. It's a great move by Baxter, but Wagner just stepped up. There is no backing down from that.
Yeah, Baxter was so patient the first set and a half, waiting for that forehand. Now he's kind of looking to be more aggressive, but I don't know, Denise. That's a tough ball to hit when the ball's at your feet, drive a backhand, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so to answer your question, based on what we're seeing, there's a lot of pressure perhaps being added right now in that last game by Baxter that really wasn't necessary, or was lower percentage than he had previously.
Well, exactly. I think it goes back to, hey, do you want to be out here for another hour playing this set, or because they do have to slow it down to their tempo, and really, to be honest, they've had a hard time freezing Wagner out like they did the first set. I mean, in the first set, they kept Wagner uninvolved. This, you know, for the last part of that second set and early on here, he's involved at the right times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it'd mean Baxter and Hagman, whether they can keep the same tempo or not, like if they could slow it down, but it's making the same good decisions they have been, and not trying to force shots or pressure or offense because they're getting frustrated and they need to. They're just forcing it at the wrong times. So that's to me the biggest thing. They can continue making good decisions and bringing offense and keeping it fast. Okay, great. But if they start pushing at the wrong times, that the set's going to go quickly.
Wow, that ball was just nasty. It did not come up. It might have hit the post down there.
I think it did. I mean, Ong's initial contact was so low. He let that ball drop.
Yeah, that's what Baxter wants right there. Just wait for that. You'll get it.
Yep. Let's see if Wagner and Ong switch here at the baseline.
They should. Yeah,
there they go.
And you can see Wagner was already more or less halfway there, knowing that Ong was going to ask for that switch. And by the way, too, Denise, I mean, as much as we've worked on this in camps and whatnot together, there's no panic on a switch. It's not a big deal, right? Sometimes players switch and they're in like panic mode to switch. There's no need. Just throw up a good lob and take a walk.
Yep. It's all in the decision when the switch was called. If they call it at the wrong time, it is a panic because you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But if it's called at the right time, which is the high ball middle, you're only moving like 2 side shuffles to the other side of the court.
Well, it's just knowing as a team that you both buy in that that's what you're going to try to do. So when it happens, no one's in shock.
Yep. I think Ong was banking on Baxter cutting off and moving to the middle of the court, and he stayed there. It was a great volley by Baxter behind Ong.
And that goes in to prove, too, that your first responsibility when you blitz is your line. You go to the middle, it's going to cost you.
I have to say, Guy, Wagner's possibly the best slide rat guy that I've seen in a long time. I mean, he is never in Ong's way when he is going to the outside.
No. He's given a master class on how to slide right, isn't he? Except for that time. Which you see when you take that overhead that's not yours. Look at what just happened, right?
Yep.
And that's, Denise, that's why you slide right.
Right. There's never any confusion when you're in the green on the side.
Well, by the way, that's a great example of why when you take a ball that's not yours, what happens. And they didn't lose the point until 5 balls later, but it was all because of that. Well, he's back to sliding right, Denise. Oh, yeah. See, that ball he took before. Uh-huh. Hagman just will not be forced to press. He is just so solid over there.
He just is very chill. He's like super zen over there, just sending it back. Probing drive or a lob.
Honestly,
he's just playing his role beautifully.
I haven't seen him just crush a drive today, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just right there, just pushing it where the next ball moves back to Baxter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is our 7th no-ad game of the match.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I believe so, because we had 5 in the first set.
Yeah.
1 in the second.
It's still still favoring Hagman and Baxter 4-2, I think. Wow.
That's sick. All right, they needed that.
And by the way, that drop shot that Wagner just hit is not that easy because the ball's so high. I mean, drop shots are easier to hit when the ball's much lower. I mean, he let that ball just drop and just feathered it over.
So good. By the way, the song that's playing is one of my favorite songs.
Hagman's got a good playlist, doesn't he?
It's so good.
Yeah. You know what Hagman said to us, Denise? He goes, we're going to play a 2-hour match or maybe a 2.5-hour match, but I'm going to give you guys a good playlist. Thanks,
Totally.
Brian.
We appreciate it. It's the little things, guy.
I know.
That's a great take by Baxter.
Yeah. And you notice that's just, without me saying, the best volley, right? Just so deep and dying into the back screen where it doesn't come out.
Yep. I think it's interesting that we didn't see, and maybe I missed it. I don't recall seeing Ong hitting his two-hander, maybe off of 1 or 2 screen drives, but he is pulling the trigger so much more on that, on the deuce, him positioning in the deuce side.
Well, I think on the ad side, he looks for that ball into the back side because he's so good at it and he waits for it. But you're right.
Yeah, but a lot of them are one-handers, like that crafty. I mean, that's a phenomenal ball too. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, there's a Wagner back. It's weird too with Ong too, Denise, when he hits that backhand. He almost can hit it off his back foot.
yeah, he's leaning back, which is interesting. But his rate of execution is very high, so it works
Very
for him.
much so.
We wouldn't suggest doing that at home for new players, but he's got it down.
Yeah.
There we go. Great pressure by Wagner coming in after his drive.
Baxter and Hagman just get a glimpse of trying to redirect some momentum, and
Yep.
Wagner and Ong take it away. Yeah, I think Ong, when he leans back on that backhand, it just helps him put like some loop on the ball, some arc on the ball. He does that on his two-hander. He doesn't do that as much on the one-hander. All right.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. One-hander, he's typically stepping in and his shoulders are forward. The backhand, all right, it's a big point. Great dig by Hagman.
Sure was. Especially at this temperature. Ball does not come off. Be careful.
Such a quiet volley by Ong.
Wow. All right, here we go. Another no-ad game.
What, 8? Number 8 guy?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
All right,
All
here
right.
we go.
Hagman serving, Ong returning.
Probably
8th
a lot.
no-ad point of this epic match.
Yep. Wow.
That's a great overhead. Awesome gut. Wow, Baxter's
Unbelievable.
definitely increasing the pace of his overheads here.
Wow. Ah! My my goodness.
Guy, was that a screech?
Wow. I don't know
They
what
got
that
it. They
was.
drew a screech out of you.
Yeah. You remember Screech? What was that show? Saved by the Bell?
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So interesting overheads by Baxter, especially in that last point. He was just unloading on every single one. Talk about picking up the pace.
Well, they had, I mean, smart for him to keep unloading because he had on just spinning. I mean, he was definitely in the cycle there, spinning around
Yeah.
in the washing machine.
So that gives us some Baxter and Hagman some wind underneath their wings here. They're down 1-2 in the third set after winning the first set 6-2.
Yeah, that game was necessary for them.
Yes. Great get by Hagman.
Yeah, and would you say, Denise, that the success of Hagman and Baxter is going to be dependent on how well Baxter plays? Because Hagman's
Yes.
going to do what Hagman's doing, which is fantastic.
He has not wavered the entire 2 sets and 3 games we've played so far.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's all, I feel like it is on Baxter's shoulders. The decisions, the not rushing it too much. He just had a few, maybe a game or two where he tried to apply too much pressure at the wrong times. Wow, that's a great take by Wagner. But for the most part, Baxter's been making, just looking for the right ball and going for it. I mean, he hits and just moves in.
yeah, I mean, yeah, other than those 2 or 3 times that and unfortunately, it were just bad times to blitz and try to hit a backhand. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that he tried it as long as he knows that, hey, I'm not going to keep looking for that combination.
Yeah, I agree. Again, going back to, he's mixing up the paces, but boy, that last point, that no-head point, he was just rifling, Baxter was rifling every single overhead. This goes to show you just mixing up the trajectory, the pace, the spins.
Yeah, he had
Settling.
kind of Ong up and back, and
Yeah.
as quick as Ong is, I mean, that roll for Baxter is money. Another momentum shift here, Denise.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Another no-ad game.
Number 9. These points are tricky because you don't want to play not to lose it, but you want to play within yourself and play very smart.
Well, you want to play it like Baxter just did the last one. How about that?
Oh gosh.
I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but is this our 9th no-ad game?
Yes.
All right, so of all the games we played, I mean, it's unbelievable how many games are going to the no-ad point. And Denise, this is still almost a 2.5-hour match. I mean, without those games, it would be
Yeah. I mean, almost half the games, Guy, have been
right. That's what
gone
I'm
to
saying.
this no ad. Just shy of half. That stat is pretty crazy.
Wow,
Great little waterfall from Ong.
sure was.
Again,
Picked a
that
great
trajectory
time.
change.
picked a great time to hit that. Has he hit one today? I don't know.
He has, but not nearly as high. Like he got a really nice down up look on that one. It just fell. It was like a textbook waterfall. Wow. Great little dropper by Hagman, causing some chaos. In the positioning, super tough. It's not easy to drop that ball.
You don't see Wagner miss that much.
No. Those balls are the worst because you have so much time. I feel you, Hagman. I feel you.
Right.
Gosh, it's just the change. Again, the pace is unbelievable. We could hit the little push deep balls, and then it's at the next one he could hit Mach 5,000. But right now he has slowed down his overheads significantly. Baxter has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter, are they willing to play a long point like that? Wagner, so good.
That was beautiful. It was an awesome volley by Baxter as well.
Here we go, Denise.
Oh gosh. Hagman's there. I'm just wondering if we're going to get another screech out of you, guy.
You like that?
Oh my gosh. How did Baxter just get that volley back?
So low. Wow.
Wow. Phenomenal take by Ong. There's a great point by all four players. They're just battling it out here. 30 all. With Ong and Wagner up in the third set, 3-1. We've got Baxter serving, Ong returning.
Little backhand show here. Little miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Plus, it was a great ball. I mean, Ong better be playing that side for a long time with what he's showing in the middle of that backhand.
I know, right?
It's really, really good. I've watched Andrew Ong play a lot. He always plays the ad side of the court. It is a whole different look from him over there.
Wow. Okay. That was a sick dig by Hagman, and
That's all he could
Wagner
do.
just steps up. But that
And
was, I mean,
Wagner knew it. 10th? Is this our 10th no-ad game?
yes.
Wow. Denise, do you like Ong and Wagner on the baseline or at the net at this point in the match?
I like them at the
point.
baseline. That would be my, I like this. I think they're, I don't know. What about you?
I don't know. I think they're getting the looks and moving the ball around here. Just almost feel like if it's a no-ad point, I'd rather be the team at the net just because of the nicks or the drop volley at this temperature, like Wagner.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I don't know.
I think I just naturally said baseline just because we've seen just the drastic difference between the sides they were playing in the first set versus
I agree.
second in the set. Like it's more dynamic. It's a lot of offensive coming from both players.
Yeah, you got.
And I don't think. Oh, and to your point, there's that dropper in cold temps.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, I mean, kind of an interesting question, and that's why I said with the temperature, right? Because the last 2 points there were drop shot winners.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if you could start anticipating those drives, as you know, Guy, and step up, there's nothing better than just doing nothing with that ball and just have it go doink right over the net. At the very least, it'll pull one player up to the net and significantly compromise their team's positioning, or it's just an outright winner. All right, Ong just took us out here in the 6th game. Hagman returned after Baxter and Hagman winning that 10th no-ad point to win the game.
And that's why I think, I don't want to say find a way to get to the net, but I don't know. They're just.
Yeah.
Well, at this stage of the match, as good as they are in the backcourt, I don't know. You can't really control it that much other than when you're serving, but it is a nice thing.
That wasn't
Ball's too low, right?
I don't think that's what Baxter's looking for.
Yeah, he'll get a better look.
Mm-hmm. Great get by Hagman.
Yeah.
Such a good read by Baxter, just following that ball up.
Yeah, that little pickleball in the kitchen play didn't work out for Hong there, did it?
No. Yeah, there's no kitchen line in paddle.
Yeah.
You're gonna get stuffed by that all day.
Yeah. I tell you what, Denise, as much as we feel like the momentum has shifted to Ong and Wagner, Baxter Hagman win this game. I mean, we're basically dead even after 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
This is where that no-ad sudden death point changes things. You're up 40-15. You basically got 3 opportunities to win the game. Don't need them.
That was a big game. Just even point, not letting that get to no ad yet.
That's just what I mean.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That ball wide, Guy?
I can't tell. I think no. It hit the net and then hit him, I believe.
And
that's
something,
why
because Hagman definitely stopped.
Yeah, that's why it kind of bounced off to Hagman's right.
Gotcha.
And this is that time in the match, Denise, where Baxter and Hagman just got to say, hey, I'm here to stay for a while. Or
Oof, that was a gutsy play of Ong coming up on that ball.
Yeah, and that's, I would say, him playing a little loose there.
Yeah, I think he was anticipating the waterfall or high trajectory and just wanted to cut that off. But that's a risky shot for sure.
And in the perfect world, great anticipation if that's what he thought, but just let it go and let Wagner take it.
Yep.
Just slide off to the right.
Just slide right.
Slide right. Tell you what.
That is one of the few reach volleys that Baxter's had. I think he's had 2.
Yep.
He's been volleying like just phenomenally, but that's. Just trying to cover a little bit too much court. All right. Hagman serving, Ong returning.
Smart from Hagman to stay back there and let Baxter volley that and then move his way back in. Yep. I tell you what, Hagman's so good at that too, Denise.
I mean, he's just solid. He has just been a super consistent, solid presence.
Yeah.
For this entire match.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what he can do. You can count on him 100%, and he's just executing it brilliantly. I mean, he's just playing. Talk about the definition of playing within yourself. He's not trying to do too much.
I think Hagman's heart rate is about as smooth as his playlist he's got going. I mean, I don't know what to say,
true.
Hagman, just keep doing what you do, brother. It's so good.
Totally. I mean, I've heard there's Camp playing in there. There's been some Mount Joy, some Raylan Baxter. I mean, there's a lot of great tunes mixed in with the ones we've already mentioned. Not that I'm still focused on this match for all the viewers, but the music in the background is really nice.
Wagner and Ong got to be careful here. You know those matches and sets you play, Denise, where you feel like you're in control and all of a sudden you're like, we just lost 3 games in a row.
Yep.
And
you don't quite know how. It just happened.
And lost a 3.5-hour match.
Yep.
Well, okay, so let's play with that one a little bit. How do Baxter and Hagman make that happen? Right now. It's got to be right now.
Nice.
That's the question, Denise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just watching a point. What was your question? I didn't hear.
I said how to.
You're like, Earth to Denise. Come back.
No, I said how do Baxter and Hagman make that happen? I mean, the momentum of this set is just slightly favored Ong and Wagner, but again, we just said it's one of those matches where you could go, oh my gosh, we were up the whole set and then all of a sudden we lost it. How do Baxter and Hagman make that happen?
I think they keep doing what they're doing. What I'd love to see, as we mentioned in a couple points, mixing up more big overheads from Baxter. I think that was really effective in that keynote, one of the key no-ad points where he just went unbelievable. So I'd like to see him mixing up some more pace to really keep them off balance. Because when Ong and Wagner are comfortable back there at the baseline, they're both super comfortable with their relax and they're just looking to tee off. But when they're potentially looking to get out of the way of a big roller from Baxter, that's just an added element.
Yeah, so Ong and Wagner just sit back there and kind of pick you apart. And as long as Ong and Wagner make good decisions on when to drive, where Hagman can't drive volley them, good stuff. But I mean, more or less Baxter and Hagman saying, hey, we're going to play to win a little bit more. We're going to control this tempo a little bit more. Make you feel more uncomfortable.
Yes. And I think he did. I think Baxter did that really well by increasing the pace. Not necessarily you want to do it on all overheads, but pull it out certainly more often.
just make him know you have it, and it could be coming because that'll keep on backed up a little bit. That's where Wagner's so good with that backhand. The other thing Wagner does is he just changes the location. I mean, that was an unbelievable volley by Baxter because that ball he hit was silly good.
Gosh. Baxter comes so far over to take that volley. Such a methodical point.
That's how we started the match, right?
Yep, I feel like we
played 3 matches in a 1-match time frame here.
Yeah.
Momentum shifts and adjustments. It's good. I mean, it's great by both teams.
Yep.
Listen, you can't have this long of a match without teams playing smart and making adjustments. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, I would 100% agree. I mean, in the depth of all of Baxter's overheads just in that series of, 10, 12?
Yeah.
We're all just so nice and deep that in a high percentage way, Ong and Wagner can't pull the trigger on that.
Right. They've kind of eliminated the uncertainty with Ong right here with those good neutralizing overheads.
Yep.
The question will be, who gets impatient first? Who presses first? I mean, because as good as those overheads Baxter's hitting, it is...
Yeah, there are a few, like that last 2 were at the service line that drive high percentage opportunities.
I mean, well, I guess what I'm saying is just like, hey, that he's lulling them to sleep, and hopefully when they do decide to drive, it's not predictable, but they've got to get this ball to move. They cannot allow Baxter to hit 50 overheads in a row.
Yeah.
I think they should chip some balls. I mean, Baxter's far enough back now where they could just kind of hit a probing drive and him pull him in, lob Hagman. They've got to confuse the job description.
There you go. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I mean, to your point, Ong and Wagner need to remember what change they made other than the positioning, but it was the speed. They were mixing up a ton of, like, Ong specifically mixing in that 2-hander, chipping, just bringing them forward and then back with the lob. That's a great move.
That's crazy by Baxter. Craziness.
Great play.
Wow. I guess the time of playing slow in this point are over for a moment. Now they'll just dump it to the middle and just reset.
Wow. Hagman,
Wow.
that was a sick volley right there. Gosh. He was on his back foot. I mean, that was crazy.
If things
Crazy
change
hand.
in this match, that could be the point we come back to.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. There you go. I tell you what, Ong has really started, I mean, for the past, certainly in that second set and throughout this set, just his cutter overhead has been lights out.
Yeah. I feel like he's making contact with it much lower than he did
Yeah.
in the first set, which just leads to a devastating outcome at the baseline because it just doesn't come up. All right, Wagner serving. Wagner on up 40-15.
Is Baxter okay?
Oh, gosh. I never like seeing this.
Mm-mm. I actually didn't even see what happened. He must have rolled.
No, my eyes were on something else.
Yeah.
Gosh.
This is sometimes tricky too, because these guys are all great friends. You know, obviously you're going to have to test his movement. But
Yeah, but like we've mentioned, we're 3 weeks out from, well, maybe 4 weeks out from nationals at this point. And he needs to weigh the value of what he's actually doing on this day, short term, versus what his goals are going forward. I hope it's just something, something can get kind of weirdly tweaked. I think
I don't know. That might be it.
I think they're stopping it. Darn. Let's see what they're.
You know, the other thing too, Denise, when you hurt yourself like this, you sometimes can hurt yourself in other places just because you're compensating, but
Yep.
gonna give it a shot.
Okay. Snow's definitely coming down heavier, and looks like it's accumulating on the court a bit.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. It'll be surprising to me if, the longer the points go, unless he just gets his legs back under him, the worse off it's going to be.
So there you have it. So Hagman, who has played his role
Right.
guy the entire match, is now
Yeah.
perhaps that's on him to bring some offense, which he hasn't. That has not been on his brain for the previous 2.5 hours. So
Yeah, he hasn't had to, but yeah, you're
Right.
right. The points got to be shorter.
it's tough. It's tough when you don't have confidence in that loading leg.
No,
Baxter. I really. I know it's part of the game and it is what it is, but I hate to see somebody get injured.
Yeah. Especially after an unbelievable, great grinding match like this.
Yeah, no, it's playing a phenomenal match, all 4 players.
Well, and I tell you what, credit to Baxter for just trying to stick it out.
Yep.
Maybe he comes out of it here. He better come out of it quick, but maybe he does. Both these teams have played a great match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just. What was the total? Did we end up with 10 no-ad games?
I think it's been 10. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Well then.
I actually give Baxter a lot of credit for staying out here and finishing Hagman with the drop shot. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's easy to be a little loose when you got someone that's injured on the other side. I think it's pretty clear you don't want to be driving at Hagman when he's on top of the net.
Yeah.
Just kind of a weird moment.
Yeah.
And honestly, again, like everyone in this community, everyone's small community, even though it's very big, everyone's such good friends and so classy that, how far do you want to take it, right?
Yeah. Hagman.
Hey, did you hear Baxter and Hagman talking after Baxter got hurt? He said, Hagman, you just stand on the net and hit drop shots.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. That's what he said. Let's make that adjustment. You just stand there and hit drop shots, and I'll hit everything else.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. And there it is. That's what I mean.
Okay,
You gotta
wow.
be careful. You gotta be careful in these situations.
Yeah, because it gets in your head like, okay, I'm playing somebody injured now, and
Right.
yeah.
And not only that, there was that lull of them
Yes.
figuring it out, which
Yep.
changes the momentum. Either way, how about this, Denise? Hagman did hit 3 drop shots in that game.
No,
so,
it's
I mean, what do you?
he has a beautiful dropper.
This is
All
what I
right,
mean.
so here we go. I mean, Ong Wagner up 5-4, third set. The snow has definitely increased. The conditions aren't quite as solid as they used to be for footing wise. Ong is going to take us out here. Hagman returning. Indianapolis Open.
You think they're going to test out Baxter's mobility here? I mean, doesn't look like it.
I know the tendency is to be like, but it's like, no, this is the match. Like,
Yeah. There you go.
he's definitely a little more timid with it. Like he's falling back more on some shots, so he doesn't want to load on it. And speaking of Baxter here, what's going to be interesting is how it affects his drive, because you really need. It's tough to not have the same.
Yeah, he's not
push off.
pushing off. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What we probably won't see is the pressure drives from him anymore, like hitting and actively taking the net. But we'll see how this unfolds, guys. This is exciting.
Tell you what, he's kind of played his way out of it.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I just hope that he doesn't injure it further. As you can tell, it's bothering Baxter over there on the ad side right now. Like he's having trouble getting up from those low overheads.
Right.
But it's pretty crazy that he continues to get them back.
I tell you what, I mean, again, you know, the thing that would cause Baxter a lot of trouble, yeah, that's that left leg.
It's almost like the knee or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep.
You could do a bunch of different things, but there's no sense in talking about it. I tell you what, this snow keeps up because it's coming down much harder now.
Much harder.
The court's going to start to feel it.
Yeah, I mean, you could see certain parts of the court are already looking a little darker. Like the moisture is definitely gathering on the court.
Wow.
What?
I don't even know how he hit that volley.
Oh, gosh. That was a great point. Ugh. Okay.
They're going to switch.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is. If they're going to continue to pick on it, it's definitely harder to pick on that deuce side than the ad. So.
Yeah, I just feel like it almost might be easier for Ong to spin balls in there, though. I don't know. We'll see.
That's true. Like if he gets a look for a
Yeah.
like a roller or whatever forehand, it's a right to left motion. Naturally can bring it over there. But if Baxter's really feeling the pressure and feeling like he can't get down on those, it's probably not a bad decision to switch.
Hey, Denise, you know what the good news for Ong and Wagner is right now?
Hey, Guy, what is it?
Hagman can't hit a drop volley on him.
Dun-dun-dun. Guy, you're so funny.
I mean, at least they can't have Hagman hit another drop volley on him. All right, match point.
Match point. Ong serving to Baxter.
2 hours and 45 minutes in. Match point,
Wow.
Denise.
It's not over till it's over, Guy.
No. I tell you, Baxter's hanging, man. He is. Good for him.
He's tough. He's grinding it out. I mean, my heart goes out to him because he's not 100% right now, and I hope this isn't serious what's going on, but a lot of respect for him just sticking this out and finishing the match. Just a grinder. All four of these players just played phenomenally today. Really good stuff.
Don't let him do it.
I was going to say, Guy.
Don't let him do it.
He's in position too. He does have, Hagman has very good touch with his volleys. He can do a lot of things with it.
It well.
Yes.
Look at Hagman bringing it. Don't let him do it. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
It was the right shot, though.
Oh, and that's match. What a well-played match. Guy, your thoughts on this?
I mean, we said it, you know, two very smart teams. We said it from the beginning. I mean, this match could go either way. I think we just saw for the last 2 hours and 45 minutes why. Good teams, good adjustments, smart players, just a lot of experience. I think that, you know, that injury obviously is what it is. That match could have gone either way until that happened. But at the end of the day, Ong and Wagner,
these court director stats here in front of us.
Yeah.
Really, really good stuff. I mean, it just shows you. Appreciate the court director for scoring and all the stats. But sorry, I cut you off, but I knew we were going to lose those stats in a sec.
No, it's all right. I mean, at the end of the day, Ong and Wagner just made that great adjustment after the first set, and long and short of it, that's the difference.
Yep. No, fantastic. It's a shame that, you know, Baxter hurt himself at the very end there, but great adjustments. The change in tempo, the positioning was the big difference maker in this match. So, Guy, it was a pleasure calling this match with you, and that's a wrap from the men's round of 16. Stay with us for the next match scheduled to begin at 2 o'clock, which is the men's quarterfinals.
Thanks, Denise.
All right. Thank you, Guy. So fun.
The business owners that I'm working with have entrusted Corient in this work because we're really focused on supporting them in their important endeavors. They're functioning every day in their zone of genius, and their expectation of us is we're doing the same. My name is Anna Diaz. I'm a partner and wealth advisor at Corient. When we think about the work we're doing for our clients, we think about first financial, absolutely. It is not uncommon that our very successful business owners and clients are making disjointed decisions. Our job is to provide a proactive strategy so the filter in which they make these decisions is informed. Second is the emotional load. Our clients often are asking themselves, what am I missing? Our job is to remove that mental load so they feel that their strategy is optimized, is simplified, and is executed cleanly.